Hi, this video is for Thursday, April 16th. Hope you're all doing well. The first thing I want to talk about is your scale and chord quiz, which is coming up on April 30th. So I have sent this handout several times to you with 5 scales and chords that you need to be working on. The C and G, which we've worked on before we went to online classes. And the third one is the F scale. The F scale is the only one that the fingering changes. So be sure to make note of that. So in your right hand, and the F scale has B flat, in your right hand it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, then thumb under, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 3, 2, 1, fourth over on the B flat, 4, 3, 2, 1. So in the right hand, for the F scale, you do not use your pinky, your fifth finger, and that's because of where the B flat is located. But in your left hand, it is the normal fingering with third finger over, thumb under, second finger on the B flat. So just make note of that the right hand on the F scale, the fingering changes. Okay, and then you have all the chords that go with that. The F chord, then always go home. Okay, then you had your D major scale with F sharps and C sharps. Fingering is the same. And then your chords. And you need to be practicing these with left hand and right hand, scales and chords. And then the last one is the A sharp, or the A major chord that has F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp. Fingering is the same, but 3 sharps. And then your chords. And always go home. Make sure you're practicing them with both hands. And home. Okay, I've had that handout on Canvas for a while, and it'll be on today's Canvas assignment. So make sure you're practicing all 5 of those, left hand, right hand, scales, and chords. Quiz again is April 30th. Okay, so today's lesson begins on page 105. And what they're having you do on 105 is practicing hand over hand arpeggios. Now remember the word arpeggio. Arpeggio is a broken chord. So a block chord, all played at the same time, an arpeggio broken. So what's happening in these little exercises on page 105 is that your hand is going over. So it's left hand at bass C, right hand at middle C, left hand over, and back down. And then play it with the E flat, giving it the minor sound. So at least do that, the C major and the C minor. And then if you want, you can go on to the note D, play D major, and then D minor, and so forth. E major, E minor. Remember, minor is always the lowered third. So you can continue on to that, but at least do the C major and the C minor. And again, that's on page 105. Your song for today is called A New Day on page 106. Read my directions on Canvas. Every measure is a different hand. It begins on bass C with your right hand, and your left hand is on low C. So left hand begins 3 notes of the C arpeggio. Then the right hand at bass C, left hand at middle C, right hand at treble C. Then it moves to the note D. Left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand. Then back down, left hand on G, left hand. Then we're at measure 13, right hand is playing the note E, and left hand is down at low C. And I think you'll have fun with that, putting the pedal down. Okay, the other thing I want to talk to you today is about our final exam, which is coming up in mid-May, which isn't that far away. So I will be putting a review sheet on Canvas with all the terms for the written portion of the final, that you can start working on those. Remember, the back of your book has a great glossary defining these words. And I'll also do a video reviewing them all. But the performance part of your final is a choice of song by you. And the choices begin at the supplementary solo page on page 138 in your book. So if you would look in your book on page 138, it begins to have songs that are optional supplementary songs. You may choose any one of those songs from 138 to the end of the book, right before the glossary on page 152. Now they range in difficulty, but there is something there for all of you to work on. On a future video, I will demonstrate some of these songs for you. But in the meantime, take a look at page 138 to the end of the book, the supplementary solo section, and look at something that you might choose now to start working on for the performance part of your final exam. Okay, as always, email me with questions or concerns. Stay focused. Let's keep going at this class. I hope you're all doing well and staying healthy. Take care.